It's saying setting up, done, redirecting. Is it showing, Max?
Not yet, but according to what I'm seeing on Zoom, you are live. Yes, you are.
Am I? Okay.
You're live, yeah.
All right, great stuff. Let me come back. Okay, now we need to record the meeting. Okay, technology. All right, guys, good evening, and welcome everyone who's, especially the people that are joining us for the first time. But I must also say welcome to all my business partners that are joining us tonight. Because I know if you are here, possibly you have invited someone to the meeting. Now, my name is Dimakatso Makazi, and I am so honored that tonight I'm not going to be the one that's doing the presentation. I'm handing over to two of my leaders who will actually tell us more about exactly why we are meeting here today. I've got Sibonelo Mohale all the way from Swaziland, and then I've got Maggie Mulotsi from Johannesburg. And definitely, if you are here to understand cryptocurrency, if you are here to understand why Bitcoin Vault, I mean, you've been seeing a lot of people on social media lately, people calling you, people sending you messages and talking about one thing and one thing only, and that is Bitcoin Vault. The reason even this invite says the recession-proof business, it's because this business on its own, and exactly what we are talking about today, has really stood the test of time during this economical depression. So if you're trying to find ways of how to save money, how to make money, how to earn money, how to start a business, believe me, you are right at the right place at the right time, okay? So we're gonna get started without wasting any more time. I'm going to hand over to our first speaker, who is Sibonelo. Sibonelo, are you there?
Yes, I'm here, Dima.
Okay, I'm handing over to you. You've got all the control now, okay?
Okay, thanks, Dima, and welcome everybody. Before we start, I hope you can see my screen.
Yes, we can.
Okay, thank you so much. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to this meeting. I believe and hope that we will enjoy and learn something out of it. The first thing before we hit the road, I would love to make some disclaimer myself that I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not a tax consultant, not even a cryptographer. However, I will be sharing my experience and knowledge acquired throughout the past few years with you. So the question is, if I'm not any of these things I've mentioned, who am I? My name is Sibonelo Mohale, as I've been introduced. I am an investor in Mining City, but even besides being an investor, I've chosen to be a business owner because Mining City offers one to be a business owner on his own right. By business owner, what do I mean? I mean that I utilize the platform that Mining City has provided us with to connect with friends, to share an opportunity. It's quite a beautiful opportunity that has helped many. You will hear many testimonies about the opportunity that Mining City is offering. Besides that, about my life, just briefly about my life, I've spent most of my time as an IT professional. By the way, I did mathematics and computer science, that is academically. I've been an IT professional for quite some time. I've been a lecturer for information systems for quite some time in South Africa. I've also done systems development. Some of you know it as programmer. I've done that. I've also been a systems administrator for some time. Currently, I am an IT infrastructure manager in one of the telco companies in Swaziland. besides that, then the question is, how did I find myself in the cryptocurrency space? I found myself in cryptocurrency space because I was in a hunt. I was searching for something that could give me money, that could alleviate my financial issues. And then I came across Bitcoin, of which it's way back. It's a few years ago. My experiences were not all sweet. There were bitter and sweet experiences, but all of those experiences drove me to learning more about the cryptocurrency space. For that reason, I ventured into this journey, of which I started learning everything I came across in terms of cryptocurrency, in terms of Bitcoin and other coins which you find around. I further went into professional qualifications, of which one of them I did fundamentals of blockchain and cryptocurrency. I also did crypto assets and crypto finance, just to boost my confidence in the field, because it's important to deal with a field that you understand at some point in time. Currently, I'm doing a master's degree in digital currencies. I'm doing it with the University of Nicosia. It's quite a journey. I'm enjoying the journey. Then the thing is, why am I bothering about these small qualifications here and there? It's just to give myself the confidence. You know, when you understand a field, your feet are firm always. So, but at the same time, the question is, do I need qualifications to partake in this business opportunity? No, you don't need qualifications. Think about the situation. Most of us who are in this meeting, they drive very fancy cars, beautiful cars, high brands, but they don't know anything about what is under the hood, what is under the bonnet. You don't need to know anything or everything about the car. As long as you know how to start it, how to drive it from point A to B. Other things, they are specialists for other things. So that's what I want to bring across as my brief resume, to say this is what I've done, but you don't have to do it in order to enjoy the benefits that you find in this space. Okay, enough about myself. I know that each one of us who's in this meeting is driven by one of the two. It's either is searching for financial freedom, is searching for something that will help him achieve some level of financial freedom, or else you are just here to check out, is this legit? What is this mining city? What is this cryptocurrency? What is this Bitcoin and Bitcoin Vault they've been talking about? So you are at the right place. You have a good intention, and I appreciate that. What we have done, we have just shifted your locus of control. We have taken control of your life. Right now, you'll be driven and directed by knowledge that you are going to acquire in this brief session. We are going to have. So you have made a good decision, because if it is to be whatever you want it to be, it is up to you to make it to be. And there is a saying by Dr. Wayne Dyer that says the highest form of ignorance is when you reject something you don't know anything about. I take that to be self-imprisonment. That is self-limitation. That is self-deprivation. You are depriving yourself an opportunity if you close out on something that you don't understand. You can't hold on to ignorance. That is uncalled for. And the fact that we are here today, it means that you are actually shackling off that imprisonment which you have been held in. So moving forward quickly, I want us to understand just this current slide quickly. These are 4 ways generally how we acquire money, how we make money, how we make a living. It's either we are on the left-hand side or the right-hand side. Maybe I can add on the other side to say, if you are outside, maybe you don't have these means, but at the same time, you will be hustling somehow to make ends meet. That is still fine. You'll either be an employee. What do you mean by an employee? You mean somebody who trades his time for a salary, just a meager salary, so that he can live from day to day. That's what an employee is all about. Then we've got what you call self-employed somebody. A self-employed somebody makes a living by, again, selling his time for money. But in this case, he's the boss. He manages his time, but he's still an employee. It's just that he's self-employed. Then there's the right-hand side, of which almost everybody would love to occupy, because this is the most beneficial. This is the most comfortable space to be in. Either you are an investor or a business owner. When you are an investor, basically you use your money to work for you. You send your money out there to work for you, to earn some dividends for you. You are living out of the residual income out of it. And that is what you want to do. You want to manage your time. You want to own your time. You do not want to sell your time for money. And then there's the business owner. When you are a business owner, you are owning the means, you're owning the structures and the systems that, again, brings money to you without you sacrificing your time. And what we are going to be talking about today will give you this convenience of being an investor and being a business owner. As I began my presentation, I said I'm an investor in Mining City, but at the same time, I've chosen to be a business owner, which is basically something you choose. It doesn't happen automatically. You can be an investor and still make money in this business, but again, you can decide to be a business owner. Okay, then I want briefly to discuss the vehicle which will take you to wealth, the vehicle that we are presenting that is going to take you to wealth. I will bring to your attention a combo. I call this a beautiful combo of Mindbest and Mining City. I want to start from the side of Mindbest. Mindbest existed before Mining City in 2017, and then Mining City followed thereafter. The reason I'm starting with Mindbest is because it started with the product, and Mining City joined later on to bring the product to the people. And I like such a setup because now it's a balanced setup. Think of yourself, if you are using one foot, you won't be balanced enough. So you need both your feet. So when you talk about Mindbest and Mining City, you are talking about the back end and the front end, of which Mindbest is the company that was established in 2017. It started its operations. It is headed, or it is led by Eyal. That is the CEO of Mindbest. When you talk about Mindbest, we are talking about a technologically advanced infrastructure company. By infrastructure, we mean that it is running some server farms. It is running some mining farms. When I talk about mining farms, I'm talking about digital mining farms, not mining farms for natural resources, but digital mining farms. So when we talk about Mindbest, we are talking about the company that provides consumers with world-class blockchain-based solutions, professional digital mining. And then when you talk about Mindbest, it has got farms in Kazakhstan and in China. You can actually go online and Google Mindbest. You'll see that it is the biggest mining farm that is outside China. And that tells you a lot about Mindbest, that it is actually a household name in the space of mining. It has also been recognized in 2019, late 2019, as one of the favorite, one of the most loved mining farms. So we are bringing here a tried and tested, a company that is transparent out there. So Mining City comes in 2018, it's established in 2018 and started its operations February 2019. One thing that I like about Mining City, it didn't start by just having a group of people coming together, then later decides what do we do with these people. But it is coming from a product point of view. There is already a product that is provided by Mindbest. All Mining City is doing is to take this product, bring it to the people. It is the front end of things. It is the marketing and the PR of a already product that is on the field and that is making people money. Having talked about Mining City is led by Greg. I'll just talk about them in the next slide. Talking about Mining City has achieved a lot in a space of a year. achieved a lot in a space of a year. As I've said, it enjoys some exclusive partnership with MindBest. Within a year, it has enrolled 250,000 members in 22 countries. This says a lot because people have seen some value within a short space of time. 250,000 members is a lot. And it has raked in a revenue of 230 million in sales within a year. And that is quite an achievement for a new company. And in that revenue, 108 million US dollars has been paid as commission to members in just a year. And it has broken even within that particular space of time. So we are 1 year, maybe 2 months right now, or almost 2 months. And this company is growing in leaps and bounds. Basically, as I've said, Manning City is gonna offer you the opportunity to be a business owner, also to be an investor. Here are the great leaders, 2 leaders for the 2 different companies who have got some good background to themselves. When you talk about MindBest, to start with, we've got Eyal. Eyal is known to be a serial inventor. You can go out there and Google Eyal. He has achieved a lot in terms of inventions. He's a serial inventor, so to say. Then when you talk about Greg, he has been out there in marketing. He knows what we are doing here. And one thing that is good about this leader, Greg, is that he's got the heart for the people and he's bringing something to the people that is going to change their lives. We will see soon how your life can be changed through Mining City and MindBest combo. And these are the products. I've said MindBest brings a product, a beautiful product to the people. And this product is Bitcoin and Bitcoin Vault. Okay, then what is Bitcoin exactly? It will help us to understand what Bitcoin is before we talk about Bitcoin Vault, which is going to empower a lot of people in this presentation or in this night. When you talk about Bitcoin, Bitcoin is a technology, is a revolutionary technology that started back then in 2009. There was a proposal that happened in 2008, of which January 2009, it became alive. And it started as a quirky experiment. A few people who were cypherpunks there and there, people who wanted to understand what is this technology exactly. Can it do what it has been said to do? Then they started joining this community. They experimented and they found out that this really works. And those who came in early as early adopters, they really benefited out of this. 2009, 2010, that period, the wallets that existed were even less than 400. Yet the nature of Bitcoin says that at that time, the beginning of it, a lot of coins were released into circulation. We'll look at that just now. So when you talk about Bitcoin, it is also a currency. It is an international network of payment, an exchange that is completely decentralized. Remember, Bitcoin is so autonomous. It doesn't depend on a third party. Everything is done within itself. It doesn't need to rely on certain financial institutions, yet it is a currency. It doesn't need to rely on certain governments, and that gives it power to be a borderless and a global kind of a currency. And Bitcoin is digital money. What do I mean by digital money? It's money like rands, it's money like Emalangan, it's money like the US dollars. So basically, it is money that is money by the people for the people. That is what Bitcoin is. You can send it, you can buy, you can get paid with Bitcoin. Most importantly, this is money that is adopted in a free market. What do I mean by free market? It is not pushed down the throats of people as law. You will know we have seen money written legal tender. What does that mean? It means that the government is telling you that in this country, the legal currency or the legal tender is this particular money. But when you talk about Bitcoin, it is money that has been adopted massively on a free market. People have chosen it because they believe in it. They see its potential. Okay, one thing that is so spectacular, so beautiful about Bitcoin is that it has got a monetary policy that is so superior. What do I mean by monetary policy? I mean the rules that govern how money is issued into circulation, that regulates the inflation, that is the monetary policy. Currently, we've got central banks that are pushing a monetary policy in that particular space or country. But now when you talk about Bitcoin, it has got its monetary policy inbuilt in itself, and it is immutable, meaning that nobody can just change that monetary policy when he feels like, because it is not controlled by one person. There is no central authority that controls Bitcoin. And discussing exactly what monetary policy is this, we mean that with Bitcoin, there is limited supply. There's only 21 million Bitcoins that will ever be there in the existence of Bitcoin, only 21 million. The interesting thing is that as we speak today, already 18.3 million is in circulation, meaning that we are remaining with around 2.7 million Bitcoins that is still to be circulated. And that must ring a bell to you to say, okay, this money is already held by other people. How do I get a share of it? It means that I must actually find a way to get some of this 2.7 that is still to be released, or I have to buy from people. So this is what the monetary policy is about. Only 21 million Bitcoins will ever be in existence. And besides that, there is a pre-designed way of how these Bitcoins are issued into circulation. That is regulated, the issuance. In the first 4 years, 50 Bitcoins were released every 10 minutes. The next 4 years, 25 Bitcoins were released. The next 4 years, which is currently where we are, only 12.5 Bitcoins are released into circulation every 10 minutes. Starting from May, as we are going to this event called halving, it will be halved from 12.5 to 6.25. So this formulates the monetary policy. And as you see, this money issuance or this Bitcoin issuance is going down in terms of the quantity or the amount of Bitcoins that are released every 10 minutes. This is called creation of scarcity. Any money that has got a limited supply or that provides scarcity stands to be a store of value, or meaning that over some time, it will grow in value. And this is a testimony. When you talk about Bitcoin, it started with no value in 2009. Around 2010, it started to have some small value. R1.40, if you think, that is 7 cents in the dollar format. Then today, as we speak, it is around 7,000 US dollars. And that is quite an achievement. In rands, it is around 130,000. So what we are saying about Bitcoin is that it is the monetary policy that makes it to gain value over some time. It doesn't depreciate. It doesn't get to be debased over time. So we are saying over time, it will be gaining value even from now to the next halving period. It will be gaining value all the time. Okay, then the question is, I've said there is no intermediary, there is no central authority that controls Bitcoin. Then where does Bitcoin run? What powers Bitcoin? That which powers Bitcoin basically is what I call the blockchain. What do I mean by a blockchain? This is basically distributed database that stores transactions. Hope you have that distributed. It is a public ledger. It is not hidden somewhere as opposed to other financial systems whereby we do not have a view of what is actually happening, what transactions are happening. When you talk about Bitcoin, it is public, it is out there. On the blockchain, you can see where we are in terms of transactions, what transaction happened in the last 10 minutes. So it is very, very clear. One thing that is good about blockchain is that it is incorruptible. You can't corrupt it. You can't delete what has happened before. So it keeps a record of the ownership of assets over a period of time. So that is one good thing about it. It is the blockchain, or this Bitcoin system or network, is formulated using miners, thousands and thousands of machines that all or each one of them holds a replicated digital ledger. So this is a public ledger that is held in different machines. So it's difficult to cheat this machine. So that's why we say nowadays Bitcoin is the most secure network you can ever think of. So mining happens in this platform in blockchain. So what is mining? Mining is the process of the issuance of Bitcoins into circulation. Further, it is the process of securing the network. That's what mining is all about. We use machines as the ones you can see on the presentation. This is basically a miner. It is the Watts miner M21S. This is an example. There are other miners, but in mining, this is the one that we use. Then moving on, I've spoken about Bitcoin, but the main point where we are driving to today is basically Bitcoin Vault. Okay, sorry about that. It is Bitcoin Vault. And what exactly is Bitcoin Vault? Bitcoin Vault is, let me start by saying, is the phenomena that is going to give you the opportunity of being at the beginning of Bitcoin. I've been talking about Bitcoin and you were not there. That is 10 years ago, 11 years ago, 2009 to 2010, when people were accumulating Bitcoin, you were not there. So when you talk about Bitcoin Vault, this is a product, again, that Mining City and Minebase are going to bring to you. You are going to get the advantage of being an early adopter of this currency called Bitcoin Vault. Think about yourself going back to 2010, whereby Bitcoin was maybe, 2013, so to say, was $20, as opposed to what it is today, 7,000 US dollars. You can't even think, where will I take 7,000 US dollars just to buy one Bitcoin? So, but now you'll be having a chance. Let us discuss how exactly is Bitcoin Vault gonna change your life. Number one, Bitcoin Vault has got the same monetary policy that I've discussed about Bitcoin, meaning that there will only be 21 million. And the good thing about Bitcoin Vault is that it is starting at the beginning, on the first block, on the first coin, basically what we call the Genesis block. It is starting at the beginning. It means that whosoever partakes in Bitcoin Vault will enjoy the distribution of 21 million Bitcoin Vaults. Okay. It is what Bitcoin Core is in essence, plus more. It has got extra features though, what makes it to be so enticing and so appetizing. The first thing that you'll appreciate about Bitcoin Vault is that it is simple. Since we already know what Bitcoin is, with just a few features extra, it is also flexible. It gives you two options. Bitcoin Vault will give you two options of either sending your money quickly or fast. That is what Bitcoin does. Maybe within an hour, all transactions are cleared and received. Everything has been confirmed. Or it will give you an option which is more secure. What do we mean by that? We mean that it will give you an option of transacting over 24 hours or having your transaction being there without confirmation for 24 hours. Why do we have this as an advantage in Bitcoin Vault? It's so that in any case, your Bitcoin was stolen, or sorry, your Bitcoin Vault was stolen, you can have a way of calling it back. There is some key that you can use to call Bitcoin Vault back. Just a minute, there's somebody who's there's somebody who's not muted here. Let me try to move.
It's Smangele, and I'm struggling to mute Smangele.
Smangele, can you mute yourself, please? I know Smangele got the message and is gonna mute herself.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, let us go. I was saying this is a flexible kind of currency now that emulates what Bitcoin Core did, but acts some extra. I said the second one is flexibility. It gives you the fast option and the ultra secure transfer, whereby you can actually wait for 24 hours before the transaction is confirmed. And what does that tell you? It tells you that you are more secure. You can, in any case they were hacking you, you can recall your Bitcoin vault. So by giving these features, it makes it to be a long-term store of value. It gives you the advantage of long-term store of value. By long-term store of value, we mean that for any money or for any money to hold your wealth, it must be in a position to grow in value over time. It must not get debased over time. This is what Bitcoin Vault is going to bring on the table. Since it is secure, it is giving you the chance to store your value or your wealth over something that is reliable. And then the last one, it is protected. It has got what we call the anti-theft feature. As I've said, if somebody was going to hack you or hack your wallet, you will get a notification that something is happening and you've got all the power. It gives you a key that you can actually pursue that matter. You can actually bring back your stolen Bitcoin vault. So that is what is beautiful about Bitcoin Vault. And one thing that is good about Bitcoin Vault is that currently, as we speak, there's only around 4.6 million Bitcoins that are in circulation. And what does that tell you? It tells that you've got a chance. You also have, we are at the beginning. You can be an early adopter of this kind of currency. So you can take advantage of this opportunity and actually accumulate within this short space of time. Here is one thing that you must note. This is not going to be permanent. It's just a window of opportunity that is not going to last forever. So it will be wise for anybody who's in this meeting to look at this opportunity and take advantage of it. One thing that you'll notice is that the way Bitcoin Vault has been structured, it says within 4.5 years, the supply or that which is in circulation will be the same as Bitcoin, meaning that if Bitcoin will be at 18.5 million Bitcoins, for an example, also Bitcoin Vault will be having 18.5 million in circulation. So that is just a short window of opportunity. That's why you need to start as soon as possible. But it's important again to understand why. This is what we are trying to bring about. Looking at Bitcoin Vault, I said with Bitcoin, for every 4 years, the quantity of Bitcoins that are issued every 10 minutes, they reduce into half. Started with 50, went to 25, went to 12.5, went to 6.25. It was going to go to 6.25 just now in May. But when you talk about Bitcoin Vault, this happens so quickly so that it catches up with Bitcoin, because it is not, Bitcoin Vault is not competing with Bitcoin, but it is supplementing or it is complementing what Bitcoin is doing to the society. Okay, so what we are saying is that with Bitcoin Vault, there we go. Okay, so with Bitcoin Vault, after every 6 months, the supply or the issuance is reduced by 25. Right now, as we speak, every 10 minutes, 175 Bitcoin vaults are released or issued into circulation. This, by November 2020, that is a year since Bitcoin Vault started in 2019, that is December 2019, it will be doing almost 12 months in November 2020. 60% would have been mined, meaning that would have been in circulation. And you can see the speed. Now we're talking about 60%. Then more interesting is that only in 2 years, 82% of the coins would have been mined and would have been owned by people. And luckily, because we are in this meeting, by the end of this 2 years, when 82% is in circulation, you can be one of those people who own not only one Bitcoin vault, not only 10, but even more than that, depending on how much appetite you have. You control how much you can have in this particular opportunity. And that is the summary I can bring to you. I hope you understood. Please put some questions on the chat. If there's something that you didn't understand, we will try to attend to that. I'll hand over to Maggie to continue from where I stopped.
Wow, thank you so much, Bonelo. That was so informative. You know, what I got out of this, and that really wowed me, was that in the first year, 60% of the coins will be mined. So that says to me there is an urgency in me accumulating a lot of coins. Hi, everyone. I'm Maggie Muluti, as Dima has already said. Also an IT consultant, a programmer as well by profession. But as Bonelo says, that doesn't really matter. It's just who we are. Anybody can do this. I'm a mom of 4 I was introduced to cryptocurrency in 2017 and I loved it. I love the opportunity it presents for everybody. And most importantly, I've recently fallen in love with Bitcoin Vault. And I'm going to take over from where Sibonelo left off. And we said to you, you came into this because you are looking for a business opportunity, or you wanted to understand what Bitcoin is and what Bitcoin Vault is. So Sibonelo has given really an excellent introduction to these currencies. If you want to know more about it, there's also a lot on the net. So what I'm going to be focusing on is what he said as well, was that he shared the cash flow quadrant, and he says from this presentation, what Mining City is actually offering us. As we said, this is all about money. What it's offering us is an opportunity to be an investor and to be a business owner. So I'm going to talk to you now about being an investor through Mining City. So this is all about money. That's what this presentation is about. If you're not here about money, you are in the wrong space. But you know what, it's not by chance. So let me share my screen so that we can continue. I need you to confirm with me that you can see my screen and my presentation. Can everybody see that?
Yes, we can.
Yes, we can.
Thanks,
Yes,
Melissa.
yes, Maggie.
Okay. Just to recap what Sibonelo has said about the value of Bitcoin. Okay, thanks, guys. To recap on what he said about the value of Bitcoin, it's critical because we are in an investment and a business opportunity session, right? So basically, the value of Bitcoin when it started was nothing. 2010, it was about R1.40. Ne? Now, 2011, it was 58 rands. It went up to 195 rands in 2012, 2014, 4,000 rands, 10,000 in 2017, 2018, it was 48,000 rands. And now actually today it's gone up. We're sitting at about 140,000 for one Bitcoin. What I want you to see out of this is that it took Bitcoin about 3.5 to 4 years to get to the value of $20 US. Okay, now we have introduced another coin that Mining City is mining, that is Bitcoin Vault. Now, I want you to see what Bitcoin Vault does for us and think back to what Sibonelo said about us going back to the time when the value of Bitcoin was $20 US. The value of Bitcoin Vault since inception, this coin was introduced in 2019, December. So it's only been in existence for about 4 months. So obviously it started with the value of US dollar. It was launched, it was around $5 US. It went up and it went up. Now in March, which was like 3 months later, it was about $13 US for one Bitcoin Vault. And guess what? A month later, in April, it was $48 US for one vault. Today, it's about $65 US for one Bitcoin Vault. Remember, the Bitcoin took 3.5 to 4 years to get to $20 US. Bitcoin Vault has taken what? It has taken just 4 months to get to this point. Why are we sharing this with you? I am showing you so that you can see investment opportunity in making a lot of money with Bitcoin. If you also think back to Boniso's example about monetary policy behind the coin, when he spoke about how it's being distributed, the way Bitcoin Vault is designed the same as Bitcoin, is that they are going to be a whole lot of coins now in its first year. When they said 50% will be done in this is the time to start accumulating so that you can benefit these increased prices. Not only is the number of coins that is being produced expedited, but you can also see that the adoption of the coin is moving quickly, and that is reflected in the price of the coin. So now when you look about an investment is something that you want to put your money in and let your money keep working. You put it there, you forget about it, and it does its thing. So Mining City is giving us this opportunity. So now, if you want to understand now, how do I start with this? How do I get this currency? How does it work? All you need to do is you need to own Bitcoin. Bitcoin allows you to buy Bitcoin Vault. And how you do that, you would change your money into Bitcoin. There are many exchanges that allow you to do that. If you're in South Africa, we've got Luno. So whatever your currency is for your particular country, you're going to take that, use an exchange medium. If you are new to this currency, someone has invited you to this session. They will tell you how you can convert your money to Bitcoin. Once it's in Bitcoin, you go on to Mining City because you want to invest through Mining City. You go into Mining City, you put in your order, you get your package. Once you get your package, what you are actually getting is mining days. Sonelo told you that Mining City allows us to mine. So they've got mining farms, right? So what you are going to be doing is that instead of you going to start, and he showed you a mining machine, instead of you going to get your own mining machine and now start mining this thing in your house, which is very expensive, Mining City says, we've got everything laid out. We are running this operation. However, we can sell you mining power. So you invest by buying mining power. That mines what? It mines Bitcoin Vault. So what you'll do is the minute you have signed up, after 10 days, you start accumulating your vault. So you are investing in a mining operation by buying mining power. So what will be your returns and what will be your investment in this? So they have a plan called a package, a gold package. In the gold package, you are buying mining power of 35 terahash. Okay, what does this mean for you? Because when we're saying investment, you are thinking, you know what, Maggie, I want to know how this investment actually works. So I'm going to share my whiteboard. Can everybody see this?
Yes,
can you guys
Maggie.
see? Okay, you can. All right. So what we're saying is that we are going to be looking at how this $35 is going to be working for you. We said our money must work harder than us, right? It must work super hard. So at the moment, you are looking at about just over 70,000 rands. Oh, that's rands. Okay. So if you take this money, what does it mean for you when you put in this money? You have essentially what Mining City is going to do. First of all, they're going to give you a free wallet. A wallet will be that is like an account that will accumulate your vaults. Okay. By vaults, I'm talking about Bitcoin Vault, by the way. So what they'll do is that imagine you opening a tap. I don't know how to draw a tap, but it starts dripping from day 11, because I said to you, this 3,500 rand, $500 gives you 1,100 mining days. So from day 10, you will find droplets of this coin falling into your wallet, so to speak, right? When I'm saying droplets, you don't start off with a full Bitcoin vault. Bitcoin vault and Bitcoin as such, they have fractions to it. Like for example, a fraction of a Bitcoin vault, like of a Bitcoin, that is like a cent of a Bitcoin. You know, our rand has got cents. Bitcoin as currency also has cents. Those cents are called satoshis. So you're accumulating your little satoshis of vault on a daily basis, right? What you are doing is that this is going to happen for 1,100 days. So now let's look at someone who's invested this. Someone who said when the vault was introduced last year, December, said, you know what, I'm not going to wait for this. It's an opportunity for me to get into cryptocurrency. I lost out with Bitcoin. I'm not going to lose out again. And you go and say, Mining City, give me a mining plan for that. What happens is for people who did that 4 months later, they have accumulated 124 coins. That is in 120 days. So it means their tap has been open for 120 days. They have been accumulating their droplets until today. They are sitting at 124 coins. Okay. Now, what does this mean in terms of money? Remember, this is your investment, right? You want to see how your investment has been doing. This has only been happening for 4 months. So the value of Bitcoin Vault today, I said to you, it's about, let's work on $60, about 65 actually, $65. Okay. Now, what does it mean for this investment? It means that I'm going to go to my calculator. I suggest you do the same thing. Let's do this math together so that you don't just take my word for it. That now you've got 124. Maybe someone else can also help me with that. You've got 124. Yes, Dima, you got it.
124.
Yeah, at $65.
That's $8,060. 8060.
That is how much in 4 months your investment of 3,000, that's not your investment, because if you haven't invested yet, that investment that invested in December has now collected 124 coins, which are at $65 per coin. It means they have accumulated $8,060, more than double of what they had put in within 4 months. So look at this.
145,080.
Okay. 145,080. This is from your investment of 70,000 rands. In 4 months, your 70,000 rands has more than doubled. right? Remember, your investment is 1,110 days. So 1,100 days. You have used up 120. There is still 980 days to go. Now, in this period, if this was 1,100 days, you have used up 120 days. In these 120 days, you got 124 coins. Now you tell me what's going to be happening here. This is the kind of investment you are looking at. What's going to be happening in the 980 days? This is the power of this investment. Without me going into any more detail, just looking at what it has done in 4 months should be saying to you, wow, what an investment, right? If you say, wow, what an investment, what is crucial is that you share this kind of investment with someone else. Gone are the days when we, the crab mentality that you want to pull everyone down. We can't. Times are hard now, guys. People are struggling. People are not sure if they're going to have their jobs after the lockdown. People are, at the end of the month, they are borrowing from friends. They are going into overdrafts. Now, this is an opportunity through Mining City to invest into this currency. What you have seen, it may seem crazy, right? In that 70,000 rands investment, passive income could possibly get you to 140, I can't remember what it was 42 or 45,000. Okay, in 4 months. This is crazy, but you know what? You see these kinds of returns in the cryptocurrency space, which is why it is critical that we understand what opportunities are there with cryptocurrencies. So what I showed you now, I'm going to stop sharing this, and I'm going to go back to my presentation. Can you see this presentation? So essentially, 3,500 got you an investment that is giving you crazy returns, right? Now, you may be saying, Maggie, you know what? I see these returns. I would love to invest in this, but I don't have this kind of money now. Okay, I love the returns. So there is an opportunity to build yourself up to that and get those kind of returns over time, right? You can start with a plan that is a standard plan for $500 US. But what you must note is that the smaller the plan, the less mining power you get. The less mining power means the less return. So you can't compare the returns of 124 coins in 4 months with what a plan for $500 US would give you. This plan currently, the one that started the same time as the $3,500 US plan, has given about 17 coins, which is also good returns if you start doing the maths with the $65, right? Now, what you also need to be aware of is that the $500 plan gives you 7 times less the 35,000 plan, okay? Or if you think, you know what, no, I don't want so much less, maybe I can go for 1,000, you can do that. Alternatively, there's also a plan for $2,000 US. But remember that if you get a 500 plan, the $2,000 will get 4 times what you're getting. So the amount of returns you get will be relative based on how much you have invested, because how much you invest equates to the amount of mining power that you have bought. However, with all these plans, you get to mine 1,100 days. And the opportunities that you being an investor in Mining City, the opportunity that it unlocks is equal, regardless of which plan you bought. But what you have got that is different is the returns on your investment. So I hope that gets to everyone. $3,500 US, 70,000 rands if you are in South Africa. At the moment, those people that invested in December are smiling, because not only have they made their money back, they have made more than that, and they still have 980 days for this to continue. So this is the first part of Mining City, which is now you being an investor. So this is the summary of the mining packages, okay? New packages are going to be introduced. The company has been running for a year now. They had an introductory price, which is 20% less than the actual price, which we are going to see in the coming weeks. Whether it's a week or two, I'm not sure, but it is certainly in the next coming weeks. So what's going to happen now is that, people have had requests to say, can we have more mining power? Can we have cheaper packages? Can we have more expensive packages? So now that it is the end of the year, the company has reviewed their packages and they have come up with different packages, which will sort of accommodate and work to everybody's advantage. So if you go for the smallest, for the standard package now, instead of $500 in the next coming weeks, you are going to be taking out $600. But note that you are also getting higher mining power, which means that you are going to be mining more than the person who got the package when it was still $500. Okay. Now, the 1,100 package, we're giving you the heads up so that should you delay in buying your package now and starting to invest now, just expect that you must budget slightly more going forward. So the bronze package is going to go up to $1,200. And on that as well, your power will increase to 12 terahash, which means you are mining more than someone who is currently mining. Silver package is going to go up to $2,400. Also 24 terahash more power, which is 4 terahash more than the current silver package. So now with all this, the gold package as well is changing from $3,500 to $4,200. Same, the hash power, the mining power gives you 42 terahash, which means more returns. I showed you an example with $3,500 and I showed you the returns with in the last 4 months. Now imagine that same package having been upgraded to more power. It's going to be making much more money. As I said, there have been different kind of requests from different people. So some people still think that $600 is going to be steep for them. There's an introduction, a limited offer of a primary package of $300. This package, note that it also gives you less mining power. So you will be mining half of what the 600 package is giving. Okay, not only that, it is a limited offer. It's going to be running for a month. However, whether that month is going to be extended or not, I suppose will depend on the company and the profitability of this particular package. So if you had been struggling saying, you know what, I wanted to come in, $500 was a bit steep for me, in the next couple of weeks, you will have an opportunity to invest in a smaller package. But keep in mind that the benefits are also lower. On the other hand, there is also an introduction of a platinum package. Now, as much as there are people who are saying, you know what, can we have less? There are people who are saying, wow, our money can work so much harder than us. Can we please have a bigger package? We don't want to own a lot of small gold packages, no. So now the company has introduced a platinum package, which is $12,600. It's about just over 200,000 rands. That tells you that there are people, investors, big investors who saw an opportunity in this mining, in mining the vaults. And they said, we want to go big. So they've got an opportunity as well. You've got an opportunity as well to go big should you wish to do that. So this is the mining side of this. I have shown you the investment. I have shown you the returns that you can get from this. Now, I said to you, you cannot keep such to yourself. And it will just be evil, Pela, not to share such a good investment. Let's get our people out of the financial rut that we are in now. Let us not be serial borrowers, but let us start working towards our wealth. Sponelo said to you guys, we are looking at an investment and a business through Mining City. So what is actually the business? This business comes with a lot of income opportunities, okay, where they compensate you for money. So Mining City said, you know what? We want to grow our business. We've got these mining farms. We want to change people's lives. We've got this great product. How do we get the message out there? And they said, we are not going to spend our money, our marketing budget. We are not going to spend it on big marketing companies. We're not going to be advertising with your big companies, your prime medias in South Africa, I suppose. But then we are going to look at our network of people. Those people who have invested, can we give them an opportunity to make more money? So when you go into the business side by choice, when you go into the business side, you are saying, I want to be in the business of growing other people. What do I mean by that? I mean that you are going to say, I saw this great investment opportunity. I cannot possibly keep it to myself because I know that we all need to be in a comfortable space financially, and we're just going to talk about it. And as you do that, Mining City says, as you do that and people see this great opportunity, we are going to compensate you for that. Okay, so now this is what the business is about. It's about you, it's about word of mouth, you building your business by building other people. You will not succeed in this business if you don't have a mentality of helping others. You will not grow in this business if you do not share the business opportunities. And by the way, the growth potential is huge money-wise. So let us see how it is going to work for you. These are the 5 plans. I'm not going to go deep into them, but I'm going to give you a snippet of how this unlocks crazy money for you. Okay, so now you decide that, you know what, Maggie, I'm not going to wait for 3 years for my business. Like us, a lot of us said, I'm not going to wait for 3 years. It's a good investment, but I'm not going to wait for 3 years. So what can I do now? Because I need money now. I need to supplement my salary. What do I do? And we said, we are going to be the advocate of this. We are going to tell people how they can make money. And Mining City says, wow, I'm going to reward you. So what they do is that, I spoke about the planned bonus as one of the first bonuses on there. Let me touch on that a bit. What Mining City says is that the first 5 people that you invite, not invite, by the way, let's use a different word. The first 5 people that you empower, you show a business opportunity. You say, guys, let us change the way we are doing life. Let's change how we think about money. Let's become investors. And those 5 people said, wow, Maggie, we see what you're saying. We want to do this. And Mining City, and they go, we've been talking about a gold plan. And they go and say, you know what, I'm going to go for this gold plan. The returns are marvelous. What will you get now? You are going to get 5% of that. So when you're looking at that gold plan, we are looking at about $175 US. In rand terms, that's about 3,000 rands. This is 3,000 rands that you get not by spending more money, not by buying a product, but by saying, I am going to empower someone else. There is power in us doing that. We are changing our society one person at a time. It is not about greed anymore. It's not about self. I have been in a business, it was about me. My business failed. I took out a lot of money and I put it into a business. It all went. But if I come in now into this business with a different mindset, my capital in a business is my investment. It is working hard for 3 years. Now I just look at, let me get other people to get their money working for them. There, $175 without you putting in much effort, but just thinking about the next person. Then they say, you know what? After that, if you keep changing people's lives by introducing them to this great investment, from your person number 6 going to 7, 8, 9 to infinity, the next person who sees this opportunity because you have shown them and they come in and start investing, guess what? Mining City says, I'm going to give you even more for that because we are all about giving people hope. We are all about changing people's lives and creating a network of people that care. Said, I'm going to give you 10% for that to keep you going. Yes, our business is growing, but as it grows, people's lives are changing. So you get 10% for that. With that gold plan, that if people invest gold plan, obviously it will depend on the plan that the person invests in. I show you the different plans. It will be 5% of whatever they have invested at that time. Okay, so now if they invest in a gold plan and they are your number 6 going forward, guess what? Mining City says, I am going to give you $350 US for their gold plan. That is about 6,000 rands. You did not take out an additional cent. It did not touch your investment. Your investment is still going. However, this is where now you are starting to make money constantly. Depending on how many lives you change, you are making more money, right? And they further say, you know what? And from your person number 6 going forward, when they start talking, because now when you empower someone, you also share with them that, guys, you cannot keep this to yourself. We want a snowball effect. We want to be changing our communities. You've got your sister, you've got your uncle, you've got your colleagues, you've got friends, you know, people who are always asking for money. Speak to them, guys. Each person that you change, tell them that it is their responsibility to change another person's life. And as they do that, Mining City also gives you another 5%. This is just one of the crazy bonuses that Mining City is giving to you. This one is the once-off bonus. But remember, I said to you, you cannot absolutely succeed in this business if you keep this information to yourself. And as I said, but it will just be evil for you not to share this with other people. Don't you want other people to succeed as well? So the more you talk to people, every time you choose someone to this great opportunity, Mining City also gives you credits. You collect credits collectively. So the people that you have invited, they're also collecting credits. As they collect credits, you also collect credits. What do these credits mean to you? These credits are going to translate into money. How do they translate into money? They're going to be paid to you as $200. So for all the credits that you have accumulated, Mining City has created a structure that allows you to accumulate them in such a way that you are building legs. And as you build those, and you, however many you are accumulating, the structure says on your legs, you must have 5 and 5. That is something that the person that invited you to this session will explain further to you. But what you must get from this session is that you got an opportunity to get $200 for every 5 and 5 credits that you accumulate. The person that invited you will spell it out, but just get this, $200 that you could possibly get on a daily basis. That is the minimum you can get on a daily basis. You can go as much as $2,400 on a daily basis when you keep telling people about this business, you rank up in the business. So they had to create ranks to encourage people to say, build this, continue telling people about this. Let's see our whole community changing. As you do that, guys, you are accumulating credits that will translate into money. It will be paid to you in Vault. You saw how crazy the price of Vault has been going up, which means that it translates to money. Okay, so now, I said to you, all you must take out of this is $200 daily. Let me tell you this, if you are in South Africa, that's about 3,000 rands on a daily basis. That means that on a monthly basis, you can possibly make 350,000 rands. But it all depends on the effort you put in to running the business. And what is running the business for you? Running the business for you is empowering other people and getting them to succeed as well financially. Okay, and it is possible for you to actually get to 1 million in a year. If is let me empower someone, let them also have the mindset of empowering other people. With that said, in a year, you can easily build a team. That means that you could have gotten $80,000. But it all depends on the mindset that you have, the effort that you put in, the persistence and the consistency that you have. And I said to you as well that you've got an opportunity to move from about $200 per day to $2,400 per day. This is when you have ranked up in the business. So there are multiple ranks. As the more effort you put in, the Mining City recognizes that. You know, some of us have struggles with being in corporate and thinking, oh, I work so hard, but my work doesn't get recognized. But guess what? The effort that you put in translates into volume of business you have introduced in the business. Volume means the US dollar, and not only the US dollar value, but collectively with all the people you have introduced, you start ranking up in the business. And as you rank up, there is recognition. You get US dollars given to you. I want you to know that in South Africa now, we've got a lady who has ranked up in 4 months. They are now city chief manager. Do you know what it means? They received a reward of 50,000 US dollars. Okay, now remember when I said you can actually become a millionaire in this business in a short space of time if you put in the same amount of effort. Not only do the US dollars as you rank up, there's also when I talk about EL being a serial inventor. What's invented as well is an S1 Smile cell phone. Yes, he has, and it is now exclusively available to those that are in Mining City. And as you rank up, you will qualify from City Manager for this phone. Let me show you what this, just hold on. Let me show you what this phone looks like. This phone has got 2 screens. It is better than the iPhone 11. It was created by ear. Okay, this is just to show you the incentives that are also there. That is just by the way, it's got nothing to do with your money. It is just them recognizing that, wow, you have done so well in your business. So that is how you can now transition from being an investor. You've got an opportunity, you unlock crazy money for yourself by what? Empowering other people financially. Being selfish, you're not going to make it here. Sharing, you are going to make it in this business and you're going to make crazy money. You could be saying, you know what, Maggie, I want to do this, but how am I ever going to grow in this business? I've never done this before. Do you know that I was never someone who could do a presentation before? But because there are people in this team, we are all a team. We know that we recognize that we cannot move on without each other. We cannot make crazy money without each other. So there is plenty of support. It is because of the support of leaders like Body Makatso to say, you know what, Maggie, you can do this, you are going to present. And there we are today. So you are going to get the same kind of support. There's mentor line that helps you to organize your business. As long as you want to do this, you are out with excuses. You say, you know what, I have seen this opportunity. I'm going to make it work for myself. There's mentor line. It helps you with prospecting. It helps you with recruiting. There's training booklet that is available for you, give you step by step how to move along. You don't have to present yourself. You invite people to these presentations. We've got presentations almost every day, everywhere throughout the world. You tap into them. Invite people in, say, guy, we need to change our situations. We need to change our lives. Let's go in and see what Mining City has got for us. You need to share this, but we help you doing that. Mining City, over and above that, when you sign up, they give you a back office. There you can monitor your investment. There's also more material on how you can run this business. There is more material that explains to you how that compensation plan works. There is so much that is available for support that you will not absolutely not be left alone. Okay, so that saying that you have never done this before, it is not an excuse. Saying you'll not get support, believe me, there is a lot of support for you guys. So that is the end of the presentation. So you can look at this and say, you know what, I love what Sibonelo said. Now I understand there is monetary policy for cryptocurrencies. I now understand that it drives the value of the currencies. I understand that these currencies are a great store of value. I understand that you can invest and let your money work harder than you and choose to do nothing about it. It's okay. You can choose that. You can say, you know what, 70,000 rands after lockdown, I am planning to take my family on a beautiful holiday because we've been stuck in the home. You can do that. But what happens when you come back from your holiday? When reality hits, when people go back to their offices and there is no more work for people because companies have realized that they can work in and only work with a few people because they've seen that in the lockdown, what happens then? That is when you choose to do nothing. Or you can say, you know what, during this recession, they said this business is recession proof. During this time, I'm going to start. So today you are going to speak to the person that invited you to the session and you're going to say to them, how do I start? I need to do this. Okay, remember, any action taken or not taken, you have made a decision that can change your life. So think carefully about where you are going from there. You know, Les Brown further says that with every minute, every day, it's an opportunity for you to turn things around. So this is your opportunity. We have presented it. It works. It encourages you to help others. And I hope you all see that and you understood it. So now that is it. We will take any questions. I will hand over to Dimakatso to take us through the rest of the session. Dima?
Yeah, wow. Wow. Thank you very much, my leaders. Thank you very much, Sibonelo. Thank you, Maggie. I'm sure that was informative for everybody, and it was information that will allow you to actually make a decision and see the potential that lies with Bitcoin Vault. Now, I've been answering a lot of questions on the chat box. Maybe we can take one or two, and while I do that, I'm going to log into an account where you guys can actually see when we talk about daily earnings, when we talk about passive income, when we talk about crazy money, what exactly are we talking about? When we talk crazy money, what crazy money are we talking about? So I'm logging in an account so that you guys can see. And this account is basically the gold package that Maggie was talking about. So can you guys see my screen?
Yes, we can.
Okay.
Yes, we can.
Now, can someone just confirm for me the value of one Bitcoin Vault now? because I know somebody was asking a question as to say that in the slides we showed 48 and then Maggie was talking 65. It's because the value of Bitcoin Vault is going up every single day, guys. That's how big it is. So let's look at, yes, what is the value now?
It's $64.69 US.
Okay, help me calculate the balance of this account.
Okay, going in there.
So 531 multiply by that 60, what is it?
64.
Yeah.
0.69.
0.69. So it's actually gone higher than what we're seeing now. It's actually $34,350 multiplied by 18 to bring it home in SA. So this account, 618,000 Rand in this account. Remember, how old is Bitcoin Vault, guys? Bitcoin Vault is only 4 months old. And already there is an account that has got 618,000 Rand worth of Bitcoin Vault. Now, the question you ask yourself is, as we were presenting, what if this value of one coin goes as high as $100, goes as high as $1,000? I mean, we can make a big example. Let's calculate the 531 multiplied by $100. Okay, should the value of one Bitcoin Vault go as high as, should the value of one Vault reach $100? Already that is $53,000 multiplied by 18. That's already $1 million. So when we talk about crazy money, this is what we are talking about, because this balance you are seeing, it's a combination of the business side that Maggie was talking about, plus the investment side. Okay, so let me mute. Okay, we keep on having the same person unmuting yourself. All right, now when you look in the account, remember we spoke about the daily earnings. So can you see there, it shows BTC income, can you see that there? So BTC income mining plan, that is for plan 1. And then plan 2 and plan 3. So you can see the earnings are not the same. And because this is a gold package, you get equivalent of all 3. And then if you go to the previous day, same thing. This was the 17th. And you can see the values are not the same. So that's what when we say daily earnings, that is basically the passive income that we are talking about. And then the rest of what you are seeing is basically on the passive income, where you can see, I mean, can you see if you can earn $1,000 in one night plus other bonuses? Now let's look at the overview of the mining. So if you look at mining, just the mining alone, which Maggie was doing the example of. So if you look at total mining, that's exactly what Maggie was showing you, which was 126 coins that have been mined, which is just the passive income. That is basically what she was showing you as the numbers based on the past 4 months. So everything we are showing you is not thumbsuck information. It's facts, it's reality. Like they always say, numbers don't lie. And that is it from me, guys. I can take a few questions and then we can close.
Okay. Dima, there's some questions. Let me see. In your view, what is causing the rapid appreciation of value? I can start and then you can continue further.
Okay.
The main thing that causes the appreciation of value in cryptocurrencies is the same as with anything else about supply and demand. Okay. One advantage that Bitcoin Vault has got over Bitcoin is that it is coming when cryptocurrencies are already known. Okay. Secondly, the fact that there is such a network behind it, and means there's a lot of demand for the coin. And as there is demand, that dictates the value of the coin. I don't know if you want to add more to that, Dima.
No, that is it. You are quite correct. So it's basically, as you said, it's supply and demand. And if you look at as Bonello was saying, that Bitcoin took 4 years to reach the $20 mark, which again it's basically the disadvantage that was there when it was related to Bitcoin. That today, only 0.06% of people in the world are owning, I think, over 62% of Bitcoins that are in circulation. Now with Vault, the fact that people are now familiar with cryptocurrency, it makes it easier for everybody to benefit. And that is why the value is shooting up so quickly, because the demand is actually becoming quicker and quicker and quicker and quicker. So that is basically, it's basically supply and demand, yeah. So I'm seeing the next question. Lawrence is asking, is the May halving going to apply to BTCV? Sponello did share a slide where he spoke about the halving of BTCV. So yes, in May, we are having a BTCV halving, but it's not on the same timelines as Bitcoin. Remember, that's what we're saying, that here there is expedited mining, meaning every, I think it's 6 months, there is what we call, yeah, please bring it up. So every 6 months, there is a reduction on the BTC mining block. So it's not every 4 years, it's every 6 months up until we have the same amount of Vault that are in circulation similar to Bitcoin. Okay, so you can see what Maggie has brought up. You can see it's every 6 months. So currently we have 175 that are released. In May, it's going to go down to 150. And then in November, it's going to go down to 125. So we are not waiting 4 years with Bitcoin Vault. It's only happening every 6 months. So yes, there is, it's not halving, but a reduction of what is supplied.
Oui.
Okay, any other question?
There's one that, since you can recall lost coins or wrongly addressed coins, does this mean it's safe and it is not prone to hacking?
Sponello, I think this one is yours.
Yes.
Okay,
Sponello?
thank you, Dima. Addressing that question, it is to say, as I explained earlier on, that Bitcoin Vault brings 3 keys. Yes, the wallets can be hacked. There's nothing that is proof to hacking. But the thing is, if you are hacked, within 24 hours, you can be in a position to reclaim your coins back. So that is the advantage of Bitcoin Vault. There's nothing that cannot be hacked, because hackers are just professionals who do that all the time. So they'll find a way around. But what is more important is that you can recall your coins. So Bitcoin Vault is here to solve that problem that has been around for quite some time in the cryptocurrency space.
Okay,
yeah, that's my.
Okay, another one, won't that halving lead to a Bitcoin Vault crash? On the contrary, can I answer that, Dima? On the contrary, what this does, what the halving does, it speaks to, sorry, someone is making noise. Okay, on the contrary, what the halving does, it speaks to what Sponello explained as the monetary policy behind these coins. What that does, it helps with the restriction of the supply of the coins, which means it's creating scarcity, which means there is less, it becomes more, what we call it mining difficulty. As mining difficulty increases, what the demand of the coin goes up and there's less coins, it actually ups the value of the coin. It doesn't lead to a crash. That is exactly the same monetary policy that Bitcoin's applying as well. Okay.
Look, I think that's it for tonight, guys. It's been an awesome time with you. And like I said, thank you very much, especially if you are new to this. You might feel that this was a lot of information. Yes, it is, because if you are hearing it for the first time, of course, it will be the first time that it becomes like jargon to you. But bear in mind, we've shared information that will allow you, I'm here. Yes.
Can you please attend to Roger's question? I think it's the last one. Any capital gains tax impact on your investment?
You can answer that, my leader. Please answer it.
You are on podium, so I'm alerting you.
Since you answered, because I know we were talking about this texting 2 days or 3 days ago. So please help us on that one quickly, and then we can close.
Okay, Rogers, any gains that you make on cryptocurrency, it's actually up to you in terms of declaration. The Reserve Bank is actually working on the tax regulations, which will be out, I think, next month. But it is your duty to make sure that you declare, especially if you happen to make more than 25,000 Rand from cryptocurrencies. So you need to take care of your tax so that you are in the safe side. Thank you.
Thanks, my leader. All right, thank you very much, everyone. It's been an awesome evening. Please, please, please go back to the person that invited you here when you are ready to get started, or if you have any more questions. I must give thank you to my leaders, Maggie, Sibonelo, and of course, Zolani, because as we said, we are a team, we work in a team. You are never left alone in terms of getting to understand this business. Remember, some of us have been in the crypto space for some time. So the language that we speak versus to somebody that is hearing this for the first time will definitely be different. But of course, as you get involved and as you get to experiment, that's when experience brings in success and brings you understanding exactly what happens around the space. So we are done for tonight. If you want to be released, definitely you can do so, but we can stay another 2 minutes, leaders, for further questions, especially
Yes,
those
that's
people
fine.
that
Thanks,
said,
Mama.
yeah, especially those people that have questions, then we can just close the meeting. So the meeting is adjourned. If you want to stay, we've got 2 minutes and then we can answer those questions. Thank you very much, guys. Ta-ta.
When is the next meeting?
Oh, sorry. Oh, yes, sorry. The next meeting, we are here on Wednesday at 6 p.m. And again, we are going to have this meeting. We have a different meeting on Friday, which we will announce. But definitely, we are back here on Wednesday at 6 p.m. We will share the meeting invite. Thank you. So any questions, you can unmute yourself and ask. We are still here.
Dima, I'm having a question.
Yes, Kavari.
Yeah, no, thank you so much, Liturgy, for the presentation, first of all. But I want to ask about the Bitcoin Vault in terms of is it a third key that one has to reverse the transactions in case of theft?
Yes.
But I was also wondering, does not that maybe also promote fraud? Maybe when we are doing transactions, I'll be able to exchange goods and then later I'll be able to reverse my Bitcoins. Can you help me to understand that? I was wondering about that. Well, I'm not so sure how it does.
Hello, Dima. Can you repeat the question again?
Yeah, I was saying, let's say maybe you are doing transactions, because with Bitcoin Vault it allows you to reverse your transactions within